Hello everyone, this is a video for Heal Chrono. I'm going to go through the build, what skills to take, and a few notes that you should know about the build. So let's get started. The build will be popping up on the screen right now, and the reason why we take this is because it's boons, protection, and healing with everything. Do you know about the traits? Um, In the second trait line that I have on stream, inspirations, you can take the first column, the first one called medic feedback. Um, this one will allow you to basically when you go to kneel to res someone, you will start feedback, and that will also help res them. This will also cause your feedback on your bar right here to res as well. The next one is man regards mantras. I cannot remember the name at the top of my head. Um, it's the next one in the column, and basically what it will do is when you use a mantra, it will heal all allies in a radius. Keep in mind though, it is only when you use the mantra charging it, not when you use the mantra every single time. That is why I don't suggest taking it, is because it's not every single time you use the mantra. Next one is each time you summon a phantasm, you cleanse conditions around you. That is very nice for Condi heavy fights such as Sloth's or the first fight of Wing 2. Now, Heal Chrono has something that you can do that is not like any other healer. Heal Chrono, you can do both quickness and alacrity. Why is this important? Well, quickness reduces the time for you to cast a skill. So if it's like a 1 second cast time, you will be lowering that down to 45 or 0.45 seconds. And alacrity, that lowers the cooldown of your skill. So it being 20 seconds, it will be um 15 seconds. Keep in mind though, on Chrono you also have another trait that is your middle bottom trait in the Chronomancer trait line called Improved Alacrity. This trait improves your alacrity at a cost to get less of it. So you get 25% less, but it's 25% better. So if it, instead of it being like a 20 second to 15 second, it will be 20 seconds to 10 seconds. That is amazing for a lot of reasons, hence why we're taking it. Skills wise, you can either for your heal skill you can either take the mantra or the well. I prefer the well due to it's more bursty in terms of healing. And like the mantra will continue making clones because of the middle trait and inspirations. The like the middle. So there's both pros and cons to using both, but if you're using the hail and mantra, use the trait that when you use the mantra it heals it nearby allies. Utility skills, there's multiple utility skills you can use. First off is well precognition. I currently have on my bar right now, it's the 8th skill. Well precognition stun breaks all nearby allies along with gives Aegis to all nearby allies. This has a cap of 10, but if you need Aegis, you bring it for that. You always want to have Well of Action on your bar due to might generation. This is one of your biggest sources of might generation other than your F1 Shatter and your shield. You want to make sure you use your Well of Action off cooldown. Null field for boom removal and Condi cleanse. Half the time you'll be bringing this for Condi cleanse. If you have a neck ring remove, they should be dealing with the boom removal. But The Condi cleanse on it is amazing. You should bring it if you need a cleanse in a Condi heavy fight such as Lost Sword. Feedback for projectile reflection. This also works as a projectile block. If there's projectiles coming in, put it down, you're good. This is really good on fights such as Matthias that you need to reflect in order to get to the boss. So make sure you have that on your bar as a heal chrono on that fight. And then you got Portal. The Portal is really nice for having a port for like a whole group. So such as Kadim, when you're going to the Pyres, you could put a portal down there so you all get right to Kadim right away. You got Blink for a self port. It is a short range port, so if you need to get out of a sticky situation that you're the only one in, you can bring that and be out of it. Mimic for a skill recharge. I do not recommend this to the fullest extent, seeing that you always have your F5 continuum split. Basically, each time you use continuous split, it basically sets the position that you're at, and then basically keeps. I'm going to call it a screenshot of it. There, and then you have full rain. You can get healed. You can do everything. You can heal for a certain amount of seconds, depending on how many clones you shatter when you use continuous split. Minimum is like 1.5 or 1. Maximum is 6. When you use it, you're going to be cramming as many skills as you can, and I'm going to get to that later. Mantra Resolve for Condi Cleanse. This is the last resort Condi Cleanse if you are getting too many Condis. Mantra Concentration for Stability Access. It gives a couple stacks of stability each time you use it, so that's very nice. Signet of Illusions. I don't fully recommend this unless you don't need any of the above. If you don't need any of the above, bring this to reset your chat status, and that means more boons. Keep in mind this does not reset continuous split. Your elite skill is Gravity Well. You could also bring Time Warp for more quickness and resolution. Or I don't. Does it give resolution? Let me check. No, it does give quickness. So bring I don't suggest Time Warp due to it doesn't do much healing. Gravity Well does, so bring that instead, in my opinion. Few notes, though, to keep in mind. Your shadows are mostly your boons. This means use your shadows off cooldown, but your opening is using an F5 continuous split, using all your shadows, and then Well of Action. If you can, cram Tides of Time in. Reason being is because you get Might, Vigor, Fury, Stability, and more Might and more Fury. All that just in that cram time. Keep in mind, once this expires, you're going to be going back to your previous screenshot of it, and you can hit it all again. So that means a big burst of boons. Now, some people may think, well, should I just hold off my status until continuous split is off cooldown? No, you should not. Because continuous split has a 105-second cooldown, nearly a 2-minute cooldown. You want to make sure you use this at the beginning of the fight, once you have 3 clones. So you can have a big burst of boons, and your group will be happy. Keep in mind, your shadows also give you a boon of choice, so allow for your quickness. This is also your biggest source of that. So using your shadows off cooldown will help. You got technically 3 blocks on this build. not counting Aegis. You got illusionary counter, that is an evade, but in my opinion is better than block. Which you can use to just evade stuff. It also creates a clone. You also got echo memory, which can also be deja vu. Echo memory is basically a block that grants protection each time you get hit. Deja vu is it will do the exact same thing, which is amazing that you need 2 blocks. It's amazing. The time is swiftness and fury plus the CC. Now, your weapons are going to be scepter and shield. That's your main set. You can also bring staff. Scepter shield. I already just went through it, but scepter, one note to make, is that ether bolt, and then ether blast, and then ether clone. The above two is not really much, but the bottom one will summon a clone. This makes for easy clone generation. Very easy. But keep in mind, there's a trait that each time you summon a clone or a phantasm, you heal nearby allies. This will heal nearby allies every 3rd auto attack, which is very nice for consistent healing. On staff, that is going to be your second set. You got Chaos Aura Generation, and Aegis, and Resolution, and Swiftness. Plus more CC. Chaos Aura is very nice due to you get a boon each time you get hit. So it's very nice in terms of that regard. So it's very nice. 4 is an instacast, so I'm just gonna hit it right now. No cast time, just I hit it and it gave me Chaos Aura plus the damage to nearby not allies, nearby foes. Phantasmal Warlock. You're not using it because of damage, you're using it because it summons illusion. I usually suggest starting in staff so you can have basically go 3, 4, 5, 2. Keep in mind, 2 will launch you backwards. So if you don't like that, you can skip 2. Then you swap to Scepter, Scepter Shield. If you have any questions about the video, let me know, and I'll answer them below. And until next time, see you guys later. Bye.